All right, everybody, back here again with another quick belt review and comparison video here. You asked, and now you will receive. So this is just going to be a comparison between your standard all gold WWE shop on black leather, winged eagle on the top, and of course the new one that was just launched the other day. So this is actually going to be pretty cool. So anybody that ordered this belt probably got an email today, if they've already received it. If you pre-ordered, I don't know how that's going to work, but there is a flaw in the belt. And WWE emailed me saying that they messed up on the plate, and there is an I at the end of heavyweight instead of a T. A lot of you guys pointed that out in the comment section of the video, and it is an I. So it's like the heavyweight champion. So the cool thing is they actually said that they are going to send me a new belt, and I actually can keep this belt, which I'm super excited about. So no additional cost. You don't have to ship this one back, and it will be here by June 25th. So thank you, WWEShop. So now let's get on to the comparison. So I kind of thought this was just going to be the same belt. They just attached the sidebars and made a couple small changes, but it looks like it actually is. There are more differences. I don't know if, maybe the center of it might be the same, but these are two different belts. At least the main plates are. So as you can see here, with the relief banner, it's lifted, whereas on the all gold version, it is completely flat. There is also more thickness to the plates too. So this one here, I believe, is 5 millimeters. Try to hold that up and compare it with this one, whereas this one is 6 millimeters. So this one is thicker. Now, obviously the curve, you can tell the top one is completely flat, whereas this one does have a nice curve to it. Not a huge curve, but enough of it to give it a nice pop and for it to really stand out, along with the wings being extended out a little bit longer, coming out over the cut of the leather. I think it really looks a lot nicer. The globe has more detail in, like it goes in further here on the new one than it does on the older one. These are all just small, minor fixes, but it really does give the belt a much nicer appearance overall. The dual plating, obviously, because it's supposed to be like the WrestleMania 4 version, where the heavyweight doesn't have the black epoxy. I personally kind of wish it did, but with what they're trying to resemble, this is the right way to do it. Obviously, the tooling, they stated on the site, is deeper here, and that is true. It is deeper. You could feel the difference in the tooling. Everybody hates this about this belt. I always, this is like the main complaint. Like, these are not attached where they were attached on the real one. So the sidebars don't go behind the plate like they did on the real belt, but they are attached and they do stick out. So I'm happy with that. I'll take it. Small wins. Also, I've said this in multiple videos, I always hated the leather patch there, so I'm glad they're doing away from that because this looks so much better. Onto the back. Such a more clean look. Having the screws covered might be a little bit more difficult for re-leatherers out there that are going to end up just having to cut that open and work around it, but not everyone gets their belt re-leathered, so I still prefer having them covered like this because you could easily cut around it. It's not really a big deal. I definitely would rather have the screws covered. You can actually see the wings pop out through the back too. I think that's pretty cool, where that doesn't happen on this one. And this is a good angle. You can actually see it is a different cut on the leather, and I like it a lot better on the bottom belt. So it's not just the same belt, dual plated. There are differences. It is upgraded, and is it perfect? Absolutely not. It's a replica belt. For what you're paying for it, I think it's a very good quality belt. It's much better than what we had before, and I definitely think it's worth the price. A lot of people complain about the logo not being centered. That's really more on the side plates is where you could really tell. I would have never noticed unless people said it in the comments. The top one, I guess, with the trademark logo, it kind of is, but I don't know. I mean, I guess that still bothers some people, and I don't blame them. But I mean, with the small differences, with the better detail, the dual plating, curve in the plate, sidebars attached, relief banner, nicer leather, I definitely am a big fan of this belt. So definitely wanted to get this uploaded for everyone so you could see a side-by-side comparison if you already have that belt on the top. I think if you just the curve, I think gives a belt such a better appearance. I did a video the other day on the 2mm big gold and the 4mm big gold, both WWEShop replicas. You can't really curve the 4mm because of how thick it is. So unless you guys know how to do it, I tried. It's really hard. So if any tips on that, let me know. But yeah, this is just a quick comparison between the two. I definitely think the upgrades are worth getting the belt on the bottom. And it's not like it's the exact same belt because it's two-toned, it's dual-plated, so it's like two different versions of the belts. All right, everybody, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.